I told you, if you're not willing to be worth $100 million, go work at fucking Chuck E. Cheese. They need another rat in a costume. They've never even made more than 100,000. They thought that's all they can deserve in life. They're happy with their Hyundai. They're happy with their wife sucking at night even though she doesn't want to and making him come. They're happy with the bare minimum in life. I want godly numbers. I want godly heights. I want God to ascend me to the highest possible point on this earth before I die in this physical realm. So when I meet him in heaven, he looks at me and I say, yeah, Allah, I tried my best.
All right, so it looks like Fuzi has gone off the rails once again, and I know he's always pretty much off the rails, but now it's worse than ever. Like, his ego is just through the roof, and he's trying to pursue a rap career now too, which is not making things any better. I mean, he's trying to record an album in a month while streaming 24/7, and it's just been a disaster, as expected. I mean, everybody knows this is just going to be a train wreck, and so far he hasn't managed to make it past one day without crashing out and getting banned, because he just keeps losing his shit at his employees, and he ended up punching one after he fired him. Like, Fuzi is always on the verge of just snapping at everybody. I don't know who would want to work for him.
No, Adam Ramsey, you get the fuck out. What? Will try to come to my face that I paid for with a job that was going to change your life. Yeah, because you ain't worth shit. Okay. Go work at Chuck E. Cheese. Suck my fucking dick. Let me come here. Make me something. Really? Suck your dick. Say it all right.
Yeah, so he fired that guy and attacked him and then got banned one day into his 24/7 live stream. And also, there's another employee he flipped out at, a cameraman, who I think was brand new, because I'm sure all these people are since he fires them so much. But Fuzi flipped out at this guy and ended up firing him because he was recording Fuzi, and I guess he didn't know, even though there's a giant camera right next to him. But Fuzi was bragging about who's going to be on his new album, and I guess he didn't want to leak that information, and the camera picked it up. So Fuzi lost it and said he had to hold himself back from punching the guy.
Wait till they hear Ferrari. Wait till they hear Soldier. Wait till they hear the song with Mexican OT.
The car's ready.
Wait till they see you in the studio.
Be back on this side. Please.
Close the door. Wait. Everybody sit down, please.
It wasn't on the...
Sit down! Forget the cameras are here right now. This is my career, okay? You asked me for permission to go film outside to smoke your vape. I allowed it. I had a very vulnerable moment with my team. I did not know you crept back into the corner. I just leaked one of my features. That wasn't supposed to happen until 3 weeks from now. I love you, and I'm gonna try something I've never done. I swear to God, on my mother's heartbeat, you would be fired right now, and you personally, I think I would have punched in the face. When you come into a room, you yell, cameras! My life is 24/7. I'm gonna have privacy moments. I just said something I shouldn't have said. I didn't know you were here, dog. Practice again. Walk outside, come back into the car as if we're doing it.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he's lying about who's going to be on his album. I mean, this is the same guy that thought Drake was going to show up to his music festival because they locked eyes at a nightclub. I mean, that's really all it took for Fuzi to think Drake would perform for him.
Next thing I know, Drake's coming closer and closer and closer. Staring at him in his eyes like this, hungry, knowing that I left my house that night saying I'm gonna meet Drake like a crazy person, and literally, Adam, I'm this close to Drake. I accepted that it already was done. As soon as Drake moves and makes eye contact with me and I stare at him, I see his second right-hand man and he nods at me like this. I did it. I was hyped.
So you didn't meet Drake, he just looked at you. I mean, if he just looked at you, did you really meet Drake?
And Fuzi's still obsessed with Drake, but I guess at least he's not claiming Drake will be on his new album. But he did mention him when he's in the studio and he's going on one of his motivational speech, mental breakdown things. And he's going off about his haters too. And it sounds like his mom is his biggest hater.
And look, you are with Drake. Is it wrong to believe in yourself? You have a motherfucker brave enough to say his dreams out loud, knowing every motherfucker in the world who's gonna try to tear him down. And whether he fails or not, he was gonna stand 10 toes down and said, I tried. Yes, I am gonna become a rapper. Yes, I do have Lil Baby on my album. Yes, I do have T Grizzly on my album. Yes, I do have Soulja Boy on my album. My own mother doesn't believe in me. I went to see her today. She doubled down on telling me she doesn't believe I'm a rapper.
We got it, though. We got it. Look where we at.
It's crazy. This is a 35-year-old aspiring rapper crying about how his parents don't approve of his rap career. I mean, they're probably right not to approve of this. This is just a mess.
I'm hurt.
I see
My
you.
own parents didn't believe in my vision.
It's cool. Move along.
My mother said you're not a rapper. You'll never be a rapper.
Matter.
You don't look like a rapper. You don't
It don't
talk
matter.
a rapper. You know what she said after that?
What?
You already used your passions and look where that got you. You wonder where it got me?
Where?
2 Tyler Perry movies, 1 Netflix movie, 1
So once Fousey got banned after punching his cameraman, he had another breakdown, and this is usually how it goes. You know, Fousey acts like an asshole and then gets in trouble for it and then plays the victim and tries to get sympathy from people. But he always just goes back to the same shit, so nothing ever changes, which is exactly what happens here. So I think people are over it. And before this ban, he promised the Kick CEO he would stay out of trouble during his stream because I think he was trying to get a Kick deal, but his promise lasted 1 day and he imploded. And I don't know why any platform would choose to sign this guy. I mean, he's way too much of a liability.
Look, I'm gonna try my best not to cry. I've been under so much stress because I promised Eddie and Akil I wouldn't crash out like last year. That my adrenaline shot up and I don't even remember the last 48 hours now.
All right, so you guys get the idea. I guess he's under so much pressure to just behave himself and not act like a lunatic for once that it caused him to lose his shit and crash out right away, which of course just continued after this. Like, he planned a return stream when he was unbanned a couple days later, and he said if he got banned or arrested again, he would retire forever. And it took him, I think, just a couple hours before he was banned once again. And I think he might have also got arrested afterwards too. But he was banned because apparently his crew couldn't get the audio to work for 15 minutes at the start of the stream. And Fousey just lost on everybody, of course, and fired another cameraman and then threatened to end himself. And I believe that's what got him banned. So his return lasted an hour or two.
They can hear me, you dumb. They can hear me.
We just got it. I just got that for you. I got that for you.
Hey, I just fired another cameraman, another Indian that we hired. I went to sleep at 9 p.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. for Fajr. I did my morning meditation. I took my team to breakfast. I worked out. I swam. I got myself ready. I packed my own bags. I motivated the team. I told them if one of you fucks up today on my mother's heartbeat, not only am I retiring, my last video before I kill is going to be a tribute to you, saying you ended life. Your life is forever. Your kids are not going to be able to go to school because of what you did. And they still fucked up. Why the fuck are you on my boat? Walk the out of my boat right now. Turn around and leave. I don't want to punch 2 people in the same week. Get off my boat. You're a cancer to my boat.
And I guess Fousey rented this yacht for the stream, and he has a bunch of girls on there. You know, they're supposed to be partying and having a good time. But before it even starts, Fousey just ruins it all, and it results in him crying while giving a retirement speech, which his friends were recording on Instagram Live, and they couldn't help themselves from laughing at it. And I'm sure the girls there are probably like, what is going on? What do we get ourselves into here?
You're 18 years old, and you have dreams to walk your mountain down the Hollywood red carpet. I asked my mom to buy me a camera and a laptop because I couldn't afford it. And I said, done. Call it quits, kid. Take the money that you've saved, invest it, go to college again, get a decent job, live a normal life. Nobody knows who you are, but alhamdulillah, you're happy. And alhamdulillah, I'm willing to accept that, Allah. I love you guys so much. It wouldn't be pussy if I didn't. I'm bled for this shit.
And it's crazy. I believe this all happened within a week. And of course, he didn't retire and he just kept going. And he was back in the studio a couple days later, acting like an idiot. And he got too hyped up about one of his songs and started throwing water all over the studio. And the producer's just like, dude, you gotta chill out. Like, what the hell's your problem? So then Fuzi gets pissed at him, of course, for not being as hyped about his song. And it's just crazy anybody will still put up with him. Like, how's it worth it at this point?
The greatest mixtape, rap, freestyle, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I have ever heard in my motherfucking life. I don't care, I'll pay for it. The words were that good. Tell me they weren't. Brother, do you feel the temperature? I just changed the current. I'm still going. You don't even realize it. By the time Drake calls me,
Get them wet, you're paying for them. Stop.
I'll pay for everything.
Stop.
Because I just spit a rap, a
I
freestyle,
don't care.
that's worth everything. You don't understand, and I'm going to keep going.
Brother,
It's my money. I'll blow it. I understand what I did, but God gave me the words.
Stop.
No.
Shit is expensive, brother.
Brother, I understand that it's expensive, but let me talk real for a second. You didn't give a second to listen to what I was actually saying, because if you still think I'm crazy,
I don't think you're crazy. I think you just need to.
you know what? I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all motherfuckers lazy. Call me crazy.
I'm
Oh.
about to end the stream.
All right, pause. I'm going to stop right now, but I promise you when we wake up tomorrow, you're going to be wrong. I'm going to respect what we agreed upon, but you're fucking wrong. But you don't open up your ears.
Yeah, so Fuzi maybe should listen to his parents. You know, I think it's about time to put the fries in the bag because this shit is clearly not going well for him. I mean, everybody knows this always just ends in him having a mental breakdown. Like, he's probably had 5 of them just in the past week, but he's still somehow going and it just keeps getting worse. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out my Patreon. There are over 100 exclusive videos on there. I've talked about the time Amy Schumer embarrassed herself on Joe Rogan, and the time Tim Dillon humbled Whitney Cummings, and the downfall of Miley Yiannopoulos and Adam 22. So make sure you check that out. There'll be a link in the description.